In my previous video, as I delved deeper into the case file of the Thucydides trap, I couldn't help but notice the significant roles that culture and religion might play in shaping the outcomes of these conflicts. Before we proceed, let me clarify that I am neither a historian nor a geopolitical analyst. My observations arise from curiosity and a desire to understand the complex tapestry of human history. So, I invite you to join me on this journey with an open mind and a pinch of skepticism, as we explore how shared religious beliefs and cultural identities have influenced the paths nations have taken, towards peace or towards war. The intricacies of human interaction, especially on the scale of international relations, are vast and multifaceted. Religion and culture, two pillars of societal identity, have historically acted as both bridges and barriers between civilizations. In this analysis, we will examine various historical epochs and conflicts, aiming to discern patterns that reveal how these elements have influenced the course of peace and conflict. Through this perspective, we can appreciate the complexities of human nature and the intricate interplay of power dynamics that have unfolded over centuries. Historical evidence suggests that when both religion and culture align between a rising and a ruling power, the likelihood of peaceful outcomes significantly increases. For instance, the relationship between Portugal and Spain in the late 15th century, where both powers shared Christian, Catholic, beliefs and Iberian cultural roots, did not descend into war. Similarly, the early 20th century dynamics between the United Kingdom and the United States, marked by shared Protestant beliefs and Anglo-Saxon cultural ties, exemplify how shared identities can foster friendly relations and cooperative dynamics. These instances underscore the potential for shared religious and cultural backgrounds to mitigate conflicts, promoting dialogue and understanding over confrontation. The scenario becomes more complex when only one of these elements, religion or culture, is shared. The first half of the 16th century saw France and the Habsburgs, both Christian, Catholic, but from different cultural groups, Western European versus Central European, locked in conflict. This pattern repeated in the mid to late 17th century conflict between the Dutch Republic and England, where shared Protestant beliefs were not enough to bridge the cultural divide between Western European and Anglo-Saxon identities. These examples highlight that, while shared religious beliefs can lower barriers to conflict, they do not serve as a panacea for peace, especially in the presence of significant cultural differences. Notably, there are exceptions where differing religious beliefs and cultural backgrounds have not led to war. The Cold War era, characterized by ideological rather than religious or cultural confrontation, stands out as a period where the dominant powers, the United States and the Soviet Union, despite their vast differences, avoided direct military conflict. This exception suggests that other factors, such as mutual deterrence, economic interdependence, and diplomatic channels, can play critical roles in preventing conflict. Reflecting on the past, it's evident that religion and culture played more prominent roles in the dynamics of international relations, especially in conflicts before the contemporary era. In the past, these elements were often the main identifiers of groups and nations, serving as rallying points for unity or division. However, in today's globalized and interconnected world, especially in Western countries, the influence of religion and culture on state relations has somewhat diminished. This shift can be attributed to the rise of secularism, the increasing importance of economic and strategic interests, and the proliferation of international institutions that promote global governance and cooperation. To enhance our understanding of conflict and cooperation in the contemporary world, it's crucial to consider additional factors such as economic interdependence, political ideologies, and the role of international organizations. The complexity of modern global relations requires a multidimensional approach that accounts for a broader range of influences beyond just religion and culture. Technological advancements, environmental concerns, and global health challenges are also reshaping the landscape of international relations, suggesting that our framework for understanding these dynamics must evolve accordingly. The exploration of historical conflicts through the lens of religion and culture reveals a rich tapestry of human interaction, marked by moments of both division and unity. While the past illustrates the significant role these elements have played in shaping the outcomes of conflicts, the contemporary world presents a more complex picture where multiple factors interplay. As we continue to navigate the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century, our approach to understanding And managing international relations must be as dynamic and multifaceted as the world in which we live.